Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new and have never seen my face before, hello, I'm Amanda, and if you guys are returning, thank you as always for coming back. For today's video, I'm so excited to share with you guys some tips that I have for virtual sorority recruitment. Obviously, this is very new for a lot of people and it's going to be very different, so I took the liberty of trying to come up with some tips and tricks that I have for you guys, and so some general advice for recruitment and what you guys should be expecting for virtual sorority recruitment this year. As you guys know or may not know, I was in Chi Omega at UC Davis and I just graduated, so I won't be doing recruitment this year, but luckily I have done recruitment, so I know some tips. And then the current Chi Omega president and the recruitment chair did a little IGTV video on the Instagram for Davis Chi Omega, so if you guys want to check that out, I will have the link in the description down below. They answered a bunch of different questions that people had about rushing at Davis, and of course how everyone rushes this year is going to be different depending on where you go to school. So before we get into this video, make sure you guys hit the little subscribe button down below, make sure you hit the bell next to it so that you're notified every time that I upload a brand new video to YouTube, which I'm hoping will still be Sundays and Wednesdays. I am starting summer session the day after that you guys are seeing this, so yeah, I don't know how exactly that's gonna work with my full-time job, so hopefully I can still get Sunday and Wednesday up for you guys, but if not, definitely just Sundays then. But that's why you guys should click a little bell so that you're notified and you guys will know every time that I upload, because you never know, sometimes I might just have a random upload. So I kind of want to start this video off with kind of just like a general background slash overview of how recruitment is. So first, like I said before, you need to do your own research on how exactly your school is going to be doing recruitment this year. Some schools are doing fully virtual, some schools are doing hybrid. I know for UC Davis, they just announced that it's going to be fully virtual, which I don't really know exactly how they're going to do that, because no one does. But for some other schools like University of Arkansas and other schools in the South, they're doing more of a hybrid. So they're doing online for like the first couple days, and then they're doing in person, I believe probably the last day or two. So definitely go and check and see how your school is doing it, because that will definitely play a factor into how you should prepare for recruitment. And basically what recruitment is when I'm just going to explain exactly how Davis does it. So Davis, during like a normal recruitment year, you would go to all of the sorority houses on the first day, and then you pick like your top, I believe we have 9, so then you'd pick like your top 7, and they have to like mutually call each other back to the house. So if they picked you and you picked them, then that's mutual, so then you get to go back to that house the next day. And then like every day after that, you narrow it down, so then you go to fewer and fewer houses every single day. Ultimately at the end, that's when you have to decide between 1 or 2 houses. That's kind of basically what recruitment generally looks like. Recruitment overall is just a process for you to get to know all of the girls in the chapters, and so that you can see like where you best feel fit in that sorority and in that chapters. Every chapter at every school is going to be different. So say if like your friend's in a sorority at like somewhere in UCLA or something, and then you rush at Davis and we have that same sorority and you didn't really like that same sorority, like that's perfectly fine, because at every school obviously you're gonna have a whole different group of people. It's basically just a process just for you to get a feel for where you might best fit in and where those sororities might feel like you might best fit in. Pretty much just talk to people in the chapter every day and get a good feel for how it is, and you learn about what they do and how much it costs and everything like that, but we will get into that later on in the video. So a lot of people question what to wear during recruitment, and normally I would be telling people now to, you know, bring water and dress very comfortably, wear like comfortable walking shoes, make sure you like dress for the heat, because normally recruitment here, when we do it in September, it's like 95 degrees. But since it's going to be fully virtual, you have a little bit more of leeway with this. You don't have to find comfortable shoes, because you're not going to be walking all around Davis to the other sorority houses, so that's a plus. And you don't have to like pack water and pack food and snacks and sunscreen and sunglasses and all that stuff. You don't have to like pack any of that extra stuff. You don't have to bring extra chapstick or anything like that. So the first day for recruitment at Davis is usually Go Greek Day. So Go Greek Day is the most casual day for recruitment. So basically what you wear for that is you just wear something very comfortable. I believe for my first day day for Go Greek Day, I wore like white Converse with denim shorts and like a cute curly tank top or something with a little like lacy bralette underneath. Just wear something very like casual, cute, comfy. But the one thing that I do want to say when you're picking outfits for recruitment is definitely stick with your own style and stick with what you want to wear. Don't try and change up your outfit and your look for how you think that these sororities might want you to dress, because that's not the point of joining a sorority. You need to be able to like express yourself and be your own person. Dress comfortably and dress exactly how you would normally dress. So the next day is philanthropy day. So every day of recruitment it gets a little bit fancier. The second day will usually be like still casual but dress it up a little bit. So wear like just some nice like dainty jewelry, just wear like a nice necklace or some earrings or bracelets or whatever like that. If you want to wear like little sandals with the heel, obviously if it's gonna be virtual, you're not really gonna see people's shoes. But yeah, so for the second day, you can definitely dress it up a little bit. So I would put on like a little bit more makeup. Oh yeah, for the first day, just wear very like light makeup. You don't have to go like full glam or anything. Honestly, you could probably just do like just a very natural look. You don't really need to go all out. For the second day, you can play it up a little more. You can put like some eyeshadow on, maybe some blush or something like that. For the third day, which I believe will be sisterhood day, that will be a little bit more nicer. So for that one, I would wear more of like either like a jumpsuit or romper, or like a little sun flowy dress or like a sundress, like a very casual dress. Don't like wear like a fancy dress or a fancy romper or a fancy jumpsuit or anything like that. You don't need to. Just wear something that's like really cute, kind of like, I guess what I would say would be kind of like brunch, like something you wear like a nice little brunch or like a little spring outfit, like something cute like that. And then prep night is always the fanciest night, so I would definitely avoid wearing a black or white, but normally people dress more formal and more cocktail attire. So people wear like nicer dresses, heels, wedges, stuff like that, and a lot more jewelry. But majority of chapters themselves will be wearing white or black, so that's why I recommend to not wear white or black. Wear like another color if you have that. But it's obviously not a problem if you do wear white or black. I'm just saying that's what they normally recommend, because majority of a lot of sororities wear white or black. If you guys want me to do a separate video or like maybe like a little lookbook or something of different sorority recruitment outfits, let me know and I can definitely do that. Okay, so now I'm gonna get into a little bit about the experience of like the whole rushing and like kind of like details about it. So a lot of people question whether they have to rush as a freshman or not. No, you do not have to rush as a freshman. I rush as a junior transfer. So a lot of people that when I joined, we like, I think half the people rushing that year were junior transfers. It does not matter what age you are. We literally had a girl rush as a senior this past year. A lot of people wonder if it'll ruin your chances of getting in if you are an older person rushing. No, it shouldn't. If you feel like it does, then you should definitely talk to your pirate guy, because that's not like that's not good. Are there requirements for recruitment? Yes. So for Davis, you just have to fill an application and pay the application fee. You do need a certain GPA requirement. I don't remember if that is exactly to rush or to just to join. I know for Chi Omega you need a 2.0 to join, and I believe that's probably the same across the board. And then you would just need to send them your transcript. So I believe either like your high school transcript or your unofficial college transcripts would be okay. So then you also need a picture of yourself, and that's how they'll just like identify you. Hang on, sorry, my mom called. So as I was saying, at UC Davis, you need a picture of yourself, and normally that's just so then they can just kind of get like an overall just know like what you look like. So then when you show up to the house, they just kind of know you already. Like they, it's just, like some people, like, what I'm trying to say. But basically just put like a nice, if you're gonna put a picture of yourself, you don't have to put a picture of yourself, but if you want to, I would definitely pick something that you would put as like a profile picture on Facebook. There are some supplemental questions that Davis is requiring, and I don't remember exactly what they are, so I'm gonna look them up right now. Okay, so the supplemental questions on the registration form are: why are you interested in joining a sorority? What goals do you have for yourself in college? A part of membership is the building of friendships. Describe what you look for in a group of friends and how a good friend would describe you, and please share 3 values that are important to you and why. So definitely put some thought into your answers to those questions because they definitely get looked at. Davis doesn't require this, but I did see that some other schools are requiring this, and I don't know if this is just because like at some other schools their Greek life is just bigger, but some people are requiring to do either like essays or videos. I don't really know exactly what that entails, but I believe an essay would be something about like yourself maybe. So, and then the video, if you're gonna make a video and you've never filmed yourself before, it's obviously gonna feel really awkward talking to a camera like I'm talking to you guys on my camera right now. So it's definitely something you guys have to like practice maybe. Definitely have a script ready, have good lighting, try to make sure that your lighting is good. I would definitely just like practice it a lot if you have to submit a video because they can definitely tell when you're not comfortable and you want to look comfortable because they want to get like a good feel for who you are. So a lot of people are worried about the price of joining a sorority. So normally a sorority, according to Davis Panhellenic Association, is around $700 to $900 for the first quarter, and then consecutive quarters are around $300 to $500. For Davis Chi Omega, our dues pay for pretty much everything that we do. There are some chapters, and I don't know exactly which ones they are, where the dues don't pay for things like formal or like certain like t-shirts or something like that. Our dues go towards formal, so we're already paying in our dues to attend formal plus bring a date, and it pays for our sorority recruitment t-shirts and our philanthropy t-shirts. Your first year is definitely like the most expensive just because you're doing a lot of new member stuff, so you have to like pay for your badge and you have to pay for like initiation fees and like all this stuff. There's so many options for like payment plans and stuff because that's the only way that I was able to afford it myself, but I was able to make payment plans with our treasurer and she is so great. You know, there's definitely ways to make it work if it feels like it's a lot of money being thrown at you at once, because it is a lot of money being thrown at you at once. Just remember that you get out of it what you put into it. So if you're actually going and attending all these things and, you know, making your time in the sorority worth it, it's definitely worth all the money. Now I'm just gonna go on to like just some general advice that I have for you guys just about recruitment in general and just like virtual recruitment. So since it is going to be virtual, you are going to need a webcam or a computer with a built-in webcam and a microphone. Luckily, majority of laptops now already have a built-in webcam and microphone, so you guys don't have to worry about that. But if you don't have one, then you guys will definitely need to get a webcam, assuming that they're going to be doing it on Zoom. I believe you could also just use your phone if you want to. I would definitely just recommend the whole computer, laptop, webcam thing just because I feel like it's easier to use Zoom on that than on my phone. I've used it on my phone before and I don't really like it. If you don't have the best lighting, I would definitely recommend getting a ring light. I personally don't have like one of the big tall ones. If you guys don't want to buy the gigantic ones, I have the link. I don't have it on me right now. I don't know where it is, but there's a little like mini ring light that I put on my phone and it just goes like back here and it just attaches here. So I feel like you could also put that on your webcam. It has like a little clippy thing that attaches on the back. I wish I could just show you this right now, but I literally don't know where it is, but I will have the link in the description below, so if you guys want to check that out and maybe see if that would help you guys, you can definitely do that. And make sure you guys are going to be in an area with good Wi-Fi and good internet connection, because it would be really awkward for you to be talking to someone on Zoom for recruitment and it just freezes or just disconnects and then you don't know how to get it back on. And it would be best to just try and avoid those problems before. I mean, granted, I'm sure that they would have a system in place for if that were to happen, like what would they do? So it's totally optional, but you can definitely create like a really cute Zoom background if you want. So basically I will do like a little tutorial of how to create your own Zoom background if you want right now, but I think it would be a really cute idea to do like a cute little Zoom background. You can make anything that you want, and I just think it would be something really like fun and extra to do if you want to do it, but obviously don't have to. The next thing that I'm going to tell you guys is just be yourself. I know I've said that before, but you just definitely need to just still be yourself. You're rushing for a reason, and if you are going to be rushing and you're acting like a completely different person than who you actually are, then you have to actually pretend to be that different person the whole time that you're in the sorority and the whole time that you are rushing. I feel like it's just a lot of work, and why wouldn't you not want to be yourself? Because college, like I said in my Q&A mukbang, is all about growth and trying to find out who you are as a person. And I feel like if you're just trying to pretend to be someone else and trying to pretend to be like what you vision as a stereotypical sorority girl, then you're not really growing to be yourself, if that makes any sense at all. I would definitely say to do some social media stalking, but definitely do it very cautiously, because obviously everyone lives very different lives on social media. Just because someone doesn't have a lot of posts on Instagram or something doesn't mean that they don't go out and do things. But definitely check out like the actual sorority pages Instagram themselves, because they post just what they do and like their different philanthropy events. I know our Instagram page does a lot of sister spotlight posts and everything like that, so you get to know different sisters in the chapter, but that will give you like a really good feel for exactly like what they do as a chapter together. Look at the comments and look and see how everyone like comments to each other. And then like I said, everyone's experience is going to be different, whether you're rushing or whether you're actually in that sorority or not. So I would definitely try to not talk about like your choices with other people that you're rushing. I know that when I rushed, there are people that I was rushing with that did talk about their choices, and I remember they were talking crap about this one chapter that I really liked, and I didn't tell them that I really liked it, but I was just like, oh, cool. You know what I mean? So like, just don't do it, because at the end of the day, you're the person that's picking that sorority. You're the person that is joining that and going to be surrounded by those girls. So if they don't want that, then that's on them. Also, don't go on or believe anything that you see on Greek Rank, because Greek Rank is just a website that I swear is used by either ex-sorority girls or frat boys that just want to create some stupid drama, but literally Greek Rank makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. And then you definitely don't want to talk about boys or partying or alcohol or drugs or anything like that during recruitment. It's just not a good idea just in general. You kind of want to think of it as kind of like a job interview in a way, and obviously you're not going to talk about stuff like that in a job interview. So also, if you only talk about those things with these girls in these chapters, they might just think that that's the only reason why you're joining a sorority, and that's not the right reasons to be joining a sorority. And they might be like, oh, she was only talking about boys and drugs and partying, so she just wants to party. She doesn't want to actually join a sisterhood and make friends and do our philanthropy and like, you know, stuff that you actually join a sorority for, you know. Obviously it's okay to talk about like if you have a boyfriend, stuff like that, that's okay to talk about, because you're making conversation, you're making friends with these girls. And always go into recruitment with an open mind. If you know people that have been in Greek life before, don't take their experiences like firsthand. You know, you just kind of gotta go into it with an open mind. If you never thought about rushing before, then still go into it with an open mind, because you never know if you're gonna like it or not. Just like me, I never knew if I was gonna like it or not, and I went into it with an open mind and I really liked it. When you're talking to the girls, always try to seem interested in the conversation. Even if like you're not really that interested in the conversation, just do it, just because it's just disrespectful not to. I remember one time, I'm not gonna name the sorority, but I remember one time when I was rushing as a transfer, I was talking to this girl and I was telling her something about like, I don't even remember, it was so long ago, but I was telling her something I was genuinely interested in, and she was literally just standing there like literally like just with her arms crossed the whole entire time, was like looking away, looking at other people, did not seem genuinely interested in the conversation at all, and it just made me feel like crap. And I ended up just putting that house at the bottom of my list, because I was like, I do not want to know. Even if you don't want to talk to this person and you're not interested in the conversation and what you're talking about, just fake it, just because it's respectful. And these girls go through so much to prep for recruitment, and to go so much to talk to you guys and try to make conversation with you guys, so it's just a nice thing to do. Don't rush for the wrong reasons. So like I mentioned earlier with like the whole like mentioning parties and stuff, you don't want to rush your sorority if all you want to do is just try and party and meet boys and stuff, because that's really not what a sorority is all about. Sorority is about finding your sisters and making friends and doing philanthropy events and just doing overall community service and all that stuff. So you definitely don't want to rush for the wrong reasons. And another thing that you don't want to rush for is to join the like top house. Definitely don't rush for those reasons, because those are definitely the wrong reasons to rush, and you're not going to enjoy your experience. And then if you get dropped from your top house, definitely try to not take it too hard. It's really hard not to. I know it's really easier said than done, but try to not take it too personally if they didn't call you back. It just happens, and you just gotta trust the process and just go with your gut. I got dropped from one of my top houses, and then I ended up joining Kaio, and I loved it. So when you are rushing and you're talking to people, there is this thing called oral bidding that you need to be aware of. It's something that's not technically allowed, and it's basically when girls in a sorority that you're talking to, when girls in a sorority are saying things to you that kind of make it sound like you're already automatically in their chapter. So I'll give you an example. When I rushed, I was oral bitted, and what happened was, and this is like extreme oral bidding what happened to me, so sometimes it's a little more subtle. This is what I experienced. So basically, I talked to the same 3 girls at this house the first 2 days, and one of the girls on the second day was like, oh my god, I love you so much, like I really think you would fit in well here, I want you to be my little, like she grabbed my hand, she was like, I want you to be my little, I want you to join, blah blah blah. So you definitely want to be aware for that. Another like common thing that other people say is like, oh, like, yeah, we'll see you tomorrow or something like that. Like obviously sometimes that just kind of slips out, it just does, just because that's just a normal thing to just say. I don't know, it just kind of slips out, but you can definitely tell when someone's like purposely oral bidding you. So if that does happen, just make sure to tell your pyrokai and try to not let it personally affect you, because that house was my top house. Because the third day I talked to 3 completely different girls, and then I got dropped after that. So yeah, along with the whole trying to not let the top house thing bother you. Obviously that did bother me because I was also oral bidded. But definitely ask your pyrokai for advice. If that does happen, you need to report it if it does happen, because it's not allowed. Okay, so that is pretty much all that I have for this video. If you guys have any other questions about sorority recruitment or recruitment in general, or sororities in general, literally anything like that, let me know in the comments down below and I will answer them for you guys. I hope that this guy like helped you guys out a little bit. Like I said, I will answer any questions you guys have down in the comments below. Good luck if you guys are rushing this year. Good luck with the whole virtual thing, because I don't really know how that's gonna go. Make sure to follow me on all of my socials. Make sure if you guys are rushing at Davis to follow Davis Panhellenic on Instagram, and they will have all of the updates for recruitment posted on there constantly. I've been posting a lot. That's the reason why I found out it was fully virtual. Definitely follow them if you guys want more updates. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you guys did enjoy it, and I will see you guys in next time's video. Bye guys.